Oh, good. We're not live. Thank goodness.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Relocate with Nat. I hope you are having an incredible day. My friend Kate and I found the best place to film. Our feet are in the water.
It feels so good. It feels so good.
I have been wanting to have Kate do an episode with me because she has a great journey since she's been here in the Dominican Republic. But I think it's this last piece that's made you do it.
Oh, yeah. Jumping
in. And this is a great follow-up because I just did a video that has aired now, talking about work, finding work, working here in the Dominican Republic, what that looks like, what that doesn't look like, because you can't like get a job here. And you came here with your business partner, with Wildly Digital, and you were doing video,
Social media.
Yeah,
the marketing basics.
but let's be honest, not your passion.
No.
You do it.
I do it. It's a skill I have. I know how to do it.
Yeah.
But
it's not your passion.
if I was to say I love it, no.
You know, I said that to a long time, somebody who'd been in hospitality his whole career, and I'd started my business, and I said, I'm really good at this job, like events planning. I'm very good at this job, good customer service. But I said, it's not my passion. He was like, and I was like, no, it's not my passion. And he goes, what do you mean it's not your passion? I said, well, because I have other things.
Yeah.
So you have decided to
Branch out.
Literally. Nice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So tell us, what did you branch out to?
Yeah, so a little backstory was that in Canada, about 7, almost 8 years ago, I graduated from college, and that was for journalism broadcasting, which is what brings me to the social media marketing and things like that.
Yeah.
The biggest goal was to get on radio. I wanted to be a radio host. That's what I wanted to do. So, I worked in radio at the time. Not a good paying job, not at all. And so, I was always online, like looking at different things I could do. What could I,
Your side hustle.
Oh yeah, all the time. And I did go to college a little bit later. So I started college when I was 25.
Woo!
Instead of going at 18, 19, I was 25.
Never too late.
Never too late. It's never too late. And I was one of the oldest, students in the class, and I felt it. Even at 25, I was like, oh my gosh, this is insane. But at the time, I really liked that kind of work, and that's what I was really into. So I graduated, and I only had that radio job. I was like, oh, I have to do something else. I need, I was 26, 27 at that point. And I was, you have so much energy, way more energy than what I have now, that's for sure. But I had so much of it. So I came across this online ad of a woman who was teaching florals for weddings and stuff like that. And she had them in different segments. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love flowers. I've always been a gardener. My grandma had me in the garden when I was young. I was always pulling weeds, playing with flowers, fruits, veggies, all that stuff. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to, something on the side. Went to all the classes, did the thing. I ended up working for her. And I worked for her for quite a few years. So, started from the bottom, worked my way up. I was just someone who went and did installations, so other people would make the florals. I would go to the venues, set everything up, stuff like that. Stager is what they had called us.
Yeah.
From there, moved up to making flowers and different things, and eventually, getting into the bridal bouquets and doing all that stuff. From there, I actually ended up working with some friends and stuff like that on the side. Again, just side hustle type stuff. I had another friend that broke off and did her own flower shop, worked with her at her flower shop. So I've been doing this for, 7 years. And then I moved here.
And you let it go.
And I did. I let it go.
That's so funny.
As much as I was excited to be here, I was also sad to let it go.
For sure.
Yeah.
But it was reignited. I think this is part of the messaging, is that if you have something that you really love doing, do it. Don't
And it'll keep coming back to you too. And you have to take the sign from whatever's out there that's giving you the sign.
And because, I'm sure you've had multiple signs since you've been here, because you arrived, you obviously have Wildly Digital, you guys bought a
Bought
restaurant.
a restaurant, tried the restaurant thing.
That was not the path.
Oh, that was definitely not a passion of mine. Oh my goodness. I didn't even cook in the kitchen for a while after that. I was like, what are we ordering for takeout tonight? Because
exactly.
I was just so done
and
with
I think what it really boils down to is that there are opportunities here, right? There are things for you to do.
Yeah.
So besides your career choices, so now what is the floral business called?
So it is called Estudio Flores del Norte.
Del Norte, and Kay was telling me she was pulling from her roots from up north in North America, and here we're on the North Coast, so they have come together, and I love it. So if you're watching this and you're on the North Coast and you need flowers, her information will be in the description. But what I want to really know, you've been here, 3 years now?
2
years.
2 years.
Oh, is it 2 years?
2 years full time, and then there was about like that half a year to a year that it was back and forth.
Back and forth.
Yeah.
So what are you loving about being here? What are your...
Oh my goodness. I just actually entered this on a Facebook post too.
Nice.
I had started like this whole trend of, there was a woman who posted about like her favorite things of being here, and I was like, oh, I'm tapping into this.
Yeah.
And number one, avocados. Okay,
But it's mango season now.
It is mango season. I'm not a mango fan. I'm not. I'm sorry. But I'm all about the avocados.
Yes.
They're huge. They taste fantastic.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know. Like there's so many ways
Things
that
you could do with them. Yeah.
Make with avocados. So that hands down is my favorite. I go back to Canada for vacation. I don't buy avocados. They don't even taste the same.
They don't look the same either.
They don't look, no. They look nothing the same.
No.
I'm like, that's not an avocado. I don't know what it is, but it's not an avocado.
What else are you loving about being here?
The second thing I love about being here is the people. And I'm talking like Dominicans and expats.
Yeah.
When you come down here, it's a whole other world. You have an expectation when you get here, but that expectation is very rapidly thrown out the window because it is just way beyond what you imagined it would be. Mm-hmm. And there's obviously your frustrating moments of you need to get something done or somebody's in your way kind of thing because you're on tranquilo time. But at the end of the day, everybody's just so happy. They're happy to be here. They're happy to be in the sun. They're happy that they're not living the life of the North American fast-paced life. Mm-hmm. Things like that. So everybody just has this vibe of like happiness. And
it's even making me like not be on time sometimes.
Yeah.
Because people sort of accept it. Not that I think it's a good practice.
No.
However, if you are late, I feel like there's more acceptance to it.
Oh, there totally is. If you're 5 minutes late, nobody's getting upset at you.
No.
It's like they expect you to be that 5 to 10 minutes late.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Anything else that you're loving?
Something else I'm loving. It would have to be the ocean. Being so close to it, because at home, like from Kitchener-Waterloo, in order to get to the beach. And I actually had a moment yesterday. I had a whole moment with myself yesterday. I was like, oh my goodness. But it was like, like in Canada, you have to drive like an hour away to get a good, like pretty beach. Yesterday, I was like, I'm done with life. I'm so over it. I was like, I need the beach. And I thought about going to Playa Sosua, and then I remembered that we were close to a little beach called Playa Chiquita.
Yes.
It's a little secluded area. And I got over there. It took me like 10 minutes to walk there. Yeah. And I got there, and I was so hot, and the water was so cold, and it was just so nice.
And there was nobody.
And there was not a soul. And I just got in the water, and I was like, oh my goodness. Like there is literally nothing better. Nothing better than this. Yeah.
But in the same respect, there are things that drive you crazy.
Oh, definitely things that drive me crazy. Oh,
you have any top threes?
After 2 years, I'm like, it's just like whatever now. You're like whatever. But I don't even know, like the traffic. I don't drive a whole lot, but the traffic that does drive me crazy. I choose not to drive because of how the traffic drives me absolutely crazy. Yeah,
you have to be patient.
You do. You have you have to have a lot of patience. And
right now it's not so bad because it's low season. You can definitely tell there's a lot less people here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But and you really have to have your head like on a swivel. Like it's like,
yeah.
Oh my goodness. I remember my driver's test for my my full G license. And like the lady looked at me and she's like, "Your head should always be moving." And I was like, "Okay, ma'am." Like looking in the mirrors. And so, I did that for the test. And like at home in Canada, you check your blind spots and you do your thing. Oh, you are like consistently checking the blind spots. Like you'll look forward for like 10 seconds. Okay, check the side, check the mirror, check the front, check the side, check the mirror, check the front.
It's exhausting. It is. If you do a full, when I do I do a North Coast tour for like 90 minutes to 2 hours, and I take people up and down, show them all the places. I'm talking, I'm paying attention, I'm doing nothing. I get back home and I'm burnt.
Oh yeah. You're done.
I'm burnt.
You're like, put me to bed. I'm over it. I can't do it.
It's the biggest one. Anything else drive you nuts?
Oh, gosh. I would say the lateness, but I don't anymore.
Yeah.
I don't anymore. It's just expected at this point. Yeah.
What about we're standing in the sun right now and it's hot.
Yeah.
But you can't really complain about it because it's what we want.
Right? We ask for it.
Yeah.
We ask for it.
We do ask for it.
Yeah.
So somebody's watching this. And I know you're not single anymore, but
no.
But if anybody was single and they wanted to come down, like what are your top tips? What are the things that they need to look out for or consider? What are the pieces? Like if you had to do something over, what would you do differently?
Yeah. Okay. Make friends off the hop. In where you are.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Make those friends.
People are pretty friendly.
Yes, they are. But pick them wisely. Pick them wisely, that's for sure. It's a very diverse area, especially that we're in.
Yes.
Like, there's so many different cultures. It's not just the Dominican, right? And so, like, you're going to come across so many different types of people. And there are not so friendly people in the world. That's just just humans being humans.
Yeah.
And so, take everyone with a grain of salt, when you first meet them, but don't be scared to make the friends, because even out of like some of the negative people that you may meet, you are going to come across some of the best people that you will ever meet.
Absolutely.
And they're going to help you, and they're going to, it's like you build this community of people that are always going to stick by you, and you can reciprocate that for them too.
Yeah.
And so I would say definitely like making friends, getting out there, and enjoying yourself. For the men situation, I mean, yes, I do have a Dominican boyfriend. That took a while. I can't lie. There was a lot of.
It wasn't a goal though when you got
here. No, it was never a goal. It was never a goal.
It happened.
And yeah, and it definitely took a lot, like quite a few months of like digging deep, because for young expats, what they say is true, that like there are Dominicans that are just looking for an expat, not just a white girl, they
want to be taken care of.
Yes, by someone from other countries. We're talking like European, Canadian, American. If you are from outside the Dominican, you come from a country that has money, quote unquote, is what they tend to think. Exactly. They think that you can then take care of them. And I've seen it. I have seen it so many different times from so many different people. Not myself. I can't lie. Not myself, but from other people. And just.
He knows the truth.
Yeah. He knows the truth. This white girl ain't got no money. I can't support you. You're supporting me.
That's okay too. But I think that's the beauty. You found somebody that you're compatible with, that you resonate with. So that's good.
And I do want to add that there are those types of Dominicans out
absolutely,
there.
Absolutely.
They're ambitious. They love to work. They
have
want
drive.
to work. Oh my gosh, they have goals.
Yeah.
They know. They
understand.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
absolutely.
There's definitely still like a culture difference in there.
Yeah.
So, because like, and I see it even like a year into the relationship, I definitely see the differences, but the right person will work through those differences with you.
Nice.
And just as much as you want to understand them, they want to understand you.
Yeah.
So I find that is like a very huge thing.
I like
to add to that. Yeah.
No, that's a good piece, because I think that there is unfortunately some bad press that goes out about
Oh, for
Some,
sure.
I mean, men and women equal.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
you know,
Oh, it's very equal.
it's
Yeah.
very equal.
Yeah.
So, any other tips?
Oh my gosh.
Did you guys do research before you came, or?
Truthfully, I was the only one who did some research, and research will not prepare you for living here. Honest to God, like I'm a research fanatic,
Yeah.
and for as much as I researched, it like you're gonna learn so much more. I guess that would be one thing is keep your mind open.
Yeah.
Be open-minded and like not naive, I guess you could say.
And I would say, you know, I'll give myself a shameful plug. Find somebody that can help you.
100%. 100%.
Find
yes.
somebody that can help you and be your boots on the ground, because I think that that's part of the, have somebody who's unbiased, that just is looking out for your best interests, for you,
helping
your family, your
build
helping build community.
Yeah.
And connecting. So it's really, I wish we had that when we came. We didn't. I mean, we trudged through it and we made it happen, and I'm still learning. We're all still learning as we go along.
Oh yeah.
But I think the beauty of it is that there is a good community here on the North Coast of people supporting one another. Just wait to hear my new announcement. I can't tell you yet. It's very exciting. Any last words of wisdom?
Oh, last words of wisdom. Don't eat food that looks questionable because it does lead to a bad situation. And I made that my number one rule when I moved here. Don't eat the questionable food. And I have never, knock on wood, gotten sick or anything like that. But I tell you, I see it so much. I'm like, no, you shouldn't have ate that. You shouldn't have ate that. I told you shouldn't have ate that. So just, if it looks questionable, don't eat it.
I love it. Okay, everybody. So if you want to know more about Kate's Florals,
yeah,
what's it called?
Estudio Floral del Norte.
Please make sure you reach out to Kate. All of her info is in the description if you are considering a relocation and you're really not sure where to start, but you want to save time, money, energy, and a whole lot of heartache. Click on the link. Let's book a call, see if we're a good fit so we can make that happen. Whatever you choose to do, I hope you have an incredible day, and we'll see you soon in the next episode.